Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So I originally was going to upload 3 separate Genji theory videos, but I decided instead to take those 3 theory videos and just put them together and make them into one video, titled The Genji Domino Effect. Like my previous Genji theory video, I did the research on the stories, lore, and I've done my best to make a theory video that will please you all. Now without further ado, let's get started. What is the domino effect? Not to be confused with the domino theory, the domino effect is very similar to chaos theory, but with one key difference. Chaos theory is about how if you make one slight alteration to the past, it can have drastic ramifications on the future, whereas the domino effect is all about one action in the present that sets off a chain reaction of events that will have a drastic ramification on the present. Genji is the domino that sets everything into motion. In this video, I plan to do my best to explain what order I believe the dominoes will fall. The first domino to topple will be the people. On the Legend of Genji webpage, it says, "The Earth Federation and the White Lotus announce on worldwide television the discovery of the newest avatar, a boy from Gaoling named Luan." After his discovery, Luan quickly became an international celebrity. He engages with the public in regular radio and television interviews, and he goes on tours around the Earth Federation. He's regularly featured on magazine covers and has his own fangirl army. Imagine growing up and being a fan of Luan's. He may be what you aspire to be when you grow up, he may be your first crush, then you learn about Genji, and your hero, your idol, your crush. You see him in a whole different light, and then the 5 stages of denial start to form. Now granted, bargaining is a stretch, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, first you deny it, then you get angry at being lied to, you're sad, and then basically you accept it, okay? There's nothing you can do. Luan's can't be the avatar, as Genji is the avatar. The second domino to topple will be the White Lotus. The organization has at times assumed the task of finding, training, and protecting the next avatar. I say at times because they haven't done this for every avatar. I did a bit of research and I believe it started after the death of Avatar Kurek, who died at age 33 due to spiritual sickness, which may make him the youngest avatar to die. I'm not entirely sure. I know that we all know that Avatar Kyoshi was the oldest avatar, but if Nickelodeon never does make a series, they can make an avatar that outlives Avatar Kyoshi, or an avatar that dies younger than Avatar Kurek. After The Last Airbender, Aang had the White Lotus continue this tradition of seeking out the new incarnation of the next avatar. They discovered Korra, and you all know the rest. Now I believe that the White Lotus know that Luan isn't the avatar, and they are using him as a scapegoat until they find the real avatar. Then will toss him aside once they find Genji, and this might cause Luan to become an antagonist for Genji later down the line, but that's a theory video for another time. So, with the knowledge about Genji being the real avatar, people will turn against the White Lotus like they did with Luan, and there's no way the Order can talk their way out of this one. They've been lying for years now, so what do? My guess is that they will try to spin their lie to make it seem like it was for the good of the people. Let's face it, without the avatar, the world will spiral into chaos. Avatar The Last Airbender proves this with the Fire Nation after all. The whole series is about them subjugating the other nations. The people are like unsupervised children, and the avatar is the parent, and without the parent, the children can't properly take care of themselves. It's more complicated than that, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Even if they try to train Genji, it won't be enough. They could earn the trust of, in theory they could earn the trust of the people back, but it's going to require a lot of hard work. Like the old saying, trust is easy to lose and hard to gain. And what if Genji doesn't want to be the avatar? What if he refuses to be trained and just wants a normal life? That can't happen anymore now that the world knows he's the avatar. The third domino will be the Legend of Korra gang. On the Legend of Genji website, we can see a young Luan with Asami and Bolin in the prologue section. Now Korra was friends with Toph and Katara, so it makes sense that Luan would be friends with them too, even though he isn't the real avatar. Now I believe that the old crew don't know that Luan isn't the real avatar because it doesn't fit their personality. I don't see Marco Asami and Bolin, sorry, not Bolin. I don't see the three of them just lying to Genji his whole life. It doesn't really fit their characters or their personality. So when they discover the truth, I believe they will stick with Genji as he's their friend. At the same time, they might try to seek out Genji as they no longer have faith in the White Lotus and might decide to train him themselves, you know. Why did I say themselves twice like that? But yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see the old Legend of Korra crew train the next Avatar. And maybe Luan could end up being one of Genji's teachers. I mean, after all, he did train in earthbending, so maybe he could teach Genji a few new tricks he doesn't know. Or maybe Genji could teach Luan a few things. Now this last one I just decided to add for myself. The last Domino will be the Earth Federation. From what we know about Genji's origins, he's a sandbender of the Hami tribe, grew up freely roaming the Saiwong Desert alongside his friends and family. However, his family, along with others, were forced to relocate to urban areas by the Earth Federation 5 years before the story starts. Now, I don't think it's a coincidence that the first chapter of The Legend of Genji takes place in Ba Sing Se, the capital of the Earth Federation. My guess is that when people learn about Genji and he becomes the center of attention, he will tell them about how he, his family, and his people have suffered because of the Earth Federation. And the Earth Federation will not tolerate this. I mean, being bad-mouthed is one thing, but being bad-mouthed by the Avatar, that's like on a whole nother level, you know? It's like, okay, if you're bad-mouthed by the Pope, you know, you don't want the Pope like saying bad things about you, like naming names. And that'd be totally embarrassing. Anyways, Genji could maybe even use his powers to get his people back into Ba Sing Se, and not just the different elements. I mean, he could use his political power as the Avatar. And this could cause a big problem and maybe start a small war in the city between the Earth Federation and the Sandbenders. Now, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please let me know what you think about this video. If it's terrible, let me know in the comments, as YouTube's removed the dislike counter, which is stupid. And if you liked it, leave the thumbs up. I do hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. And by the time this video is up, The Legend of Genji should be out the next day, and maybe the next chapter will unprove any of these theories I have. I'm very interested to seeing how much I got right and how much I got wrong. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.